What's up, guys? It's your boys Wokey back out with another Chris Watts video. But this video is not like your normal videos of Chris Watts. It's going into the other side, as you will, when it comes to um, tarot cards. And you're probably like, oh, Wokey, why are we doing this? We're watching, we're reacting, we're giving our 2 cents, okay? And we're getting ready to watch Sage. She posted a video today about something that I would like to watch, but I want to watch her other video, which is would Chris Watts have done what he had if it wasn't for NK? I'm just very interested about how this is going to pan out. It's like it's telling a story that you can make or come up with it in your mind, and it just makes things visual. And I definitely do enjoy Sage's channel and her work. Again, I'm not telling you to believe in it. I don't know. As a Christian man, I don't know if I can believe it or not, but it's just interesting to listen to, if you get my drift. So, with that being said, for those that would like to watch with me, instead of going over to her channel or not watching at all, I understand. Make sure you guys are subscribed to my YouTube channel by hitting that wiper icon down the bottom right. Hit that bell icon next to it. So when I do post videos like this one, you guys will get that little ring notification that I've posted that video. And then you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, I thank you guys so very much for the continued love and support. Hopefully one day we will reach 100K goal. It's slowed down a little bit. You'd think during this time of frame people would be watching more, but with the holidays, people are on the go and so forth. But we'll reach 100K. I have that feeling. Again, go over to Sage, give her some love, subscribe, comment, like, and share, and let's get into the video.
On
play.
Hello everybody, Sage here. So I wanted to do a reading on I kind of touched on it before, but I want to just do a single question reading on this. And the question is, would Chris Watts, would he have done what he had done if it were not for Nichol Kessinger?
And the one thing that bothers me is God always calls us home when we have done our time. When God doesn't need us here anymore, He brings us home. And hopefully we stay at home and we don't go down below. The whole thing with Chris and murdering his family, it's terrible, it's upsetting, but I'm not saying God intended for that to happen, but he wanted them to come home. If it wasn't for NK, would God have taken them anyways? As in a car accident, gas leak. I mean, I don't know if I'm reading too much into the Bible and reading and so forth in the scriptures, but I'm trying to figure out like death, and we've had tons of death in town, and it's just, I mean, we've had like 6 people within the last couple days gone, and our town is 4,000 people. So somebody coughs and you hear it, and it just, you're always wondering and or wondering, not wandering, if it was intent or not intent, but it was regardless if it was NK or not. I'm not giving NK a layout, but it was their time to go. But again, gone too soon. I'm in the middle of that, like, which way would you go kind of thing. Does that make sense? But let's get into it.
I just want to ask that very simple question and see what the cards have to say. And again, as always,
Bluebird.
the Marie Lenormand Little Bluebird deck. And I did shuffle some before I began this video. One more.
Again, if I did that, all over the place. I try to look cool on the. And some of these, I kind of know the backstory of them already, and then when I look at the cards, I'm like, ooh, and then when she says it, I'm like, oh. A tree. What is that? Is that a bear? That's a bear. I see a child here. Oh, there's the woman. Woman, child, the cross. Okay.
Oh, that's so interesting. I'm not going to say anything. I already see things happening right now, but I'll wait until I'm all the cards are out.
The book. I'm trying to remember like the ark and or the coffins over there underneath the star. The cross is next to the snake. Ooh. There's the man, the moon, the dog, loyalty. I think that's.
Okay.
And it's also interesting to watch different um, tarot card readers. I want to make sure I properly say their description, but seeing how each person does their style of reading the cards. And again, I'm not saying I believe in this. I mean, for the longest time, we thought Santa and the Easter Bunny were real, and then we found out they weren't. So I'm just saying, you like to want to know about this stuff, but again, it's you take it with what you will. It's either real to you or not real to you. And for me, I just like the story. I like to hear what she has to say about her feels and so forth. And people don't like when other people have opinions or feels. And that's why they attack us. Hello?
So
Yep, she's there. I was
here
like,
is Chris Watts, right? I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is the gentleman card. And he's looking away. He's looking this way. He's looking away from what's up here, right? From what's behind him. What's
see, I like her interpretation
behind him is here's the children, right? So he's looking away.
from the
He's
children.
looking at his own at what his own needs are. He's his own ego. Um, Underneath that is the snake. There is a vile serpent in the mix here, and this is very interesting
Please tell.
because directly underneath the children. Now, remember what
Is the
I
woman.
asked. You know, would Chris Watts would he have done what he had done if it were not for Nichol Kessinger?
Mm.
And directly underneath the children, is the woman card, which she's looking at a weaver. It's a weaver of pain, of the vile serpent. Oh, who could that be? Who could that be? Oh, I don't
We
know.
know.
To me, oh, all alleged, my opinion, not facts, but that to me is NK. And here is the contract. There is I can't say the D word on YouTube, but that is the unaliving card, and the
Oh,
ring, which is the
I know what
contract,
you're
which
talking
is the
about.
plan, the contract,
Camera.
the choice, and NK, the Weaver of Pain, the Vile Serpent, the bird singing, bringing forth the knowledge, the making the requests, right? Yeah, this is very interesting. And the request, at the end of the request, is promises of happiness and
or so she thought.
Happiness and rainbows and the world is ours kind of a thing, right?
Nope.
And that was also said in the plan, which is indicated by the letters.
Emails.
Definitely underneath the birds, which is bringing forth a message, the request is the unlocking of the door. Now I'm spouting all this information out to show you guys that yes, in fact, this is affirming that NK was a huge
Huge. Catalyst.
she was huge in the decision making regarding what he had done. And according to the cards and what I'm reading, if it were not for her, he would not have done what he had done.
But would they have been taken
I'm not
some other
saying
way?
that
I'm not giving him an out.
he's all, he was the puppet is what he was. He was just the puppet and she's the puppeteer.
Yep.
And
sure do you think that?
just so vile, just so disgusting.
Sorry, guys.
The thief of pleasure, the taker of treasures, the bringer of strife.
Death underneath that. The sickle or scythe.
Danger.
Or was that coffin that was death?
Yeah. It's interesting. The unopened book, which is the holder, like a holder of information, of secrets. Yeah, it's rather interesting. Again, this is probably going to be a short one because it's just a one question
I'm listening.
reading. I like these readings because they're very simple and straight to the point.
Or it's like, I don't want to say the Matrix, but there's already a plan. As the moment of Big Bang happened, this story was already set in motion. So there is no ifs, ands, or buts, but this was going to happen regardless because this was supposed to happen. Like, I've gone down this whole dark path of like Inception. Is it Inception or and how no matter what, like seeing all those different ways. I'm not going into Doctor Strange here, but just hypothetically, Doctor Strange goes back and sees 14 million different possibilities of them losing. And there's one where they come out on top. Now, in this case, if there was a Doctor Strange in this, how many possibilities would there be that Shanann, Bella, and Celeste and Nico were unfortunately murdered at every single time, no matter what? And how many times does it take to bring NK into it? Or is it just he would have murdered them for something else? Or like there's all different avenues, and we could talk about this for days and just make up stuff. But it's just interesting that she says this as a possibility of an avenue of the story. And that's what's wrong with this case is there's so much theories that sometimes it gets lost where people believe these theories. And it's like, no, you have to believe the facts. There are theories, yes, but don't believe those theories, if that makes sense. I'm going down a whole rabbit hole here with you guys. So uh, I've been thinking about all these different dimensions and watching Inception, and there's different ones. There was the Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio, and then Interstellar I watched with Matthew McConaughey, and boy, they just get you. And I'm thinking about the movies, and then I think about like Chris Watts, and I think about all the yeah. It's scary to watch those, and then watch Chris Watts stuff.
And definitely this is an affirmation regarding,
I wonder what the bear means.
yeah, I would say, because also with the way that these cards are situated, the pattern is really interesting because the child, NK, the weaver of pain, the vile serpent, the gentleman, which is Chris Watts, the gentleman card, um, the garden, which is,
The garden,
in this case, it has, it's,
place of solitude,
he's turning his back on the
purity.
life's enjoyment. So what he what he what he ended up doing was listening to this one, to NK, about all of her false promises and all this. He turned his back on the real happiness and the real,
I think Nicole was along for the ride, and she loved it either way. If they did get caught or not, she was going to win regardless. Because if she lost Chris, oh, gotta go to another guy. Oh well. Or up, I get to spend my life with Chris because I enjoy him because he eats good tacos. I mean, she didn't care how this was going to turn out as long as whatever she had made her happy.
tangible happiness that he could have. Well, I think he's pretty empty, but I think that for him, for his happiness, how he defines it, he turned his back on that. Um, in reality, he was a very rich man when it came to his family and his children, his job, even,
I mean, there's guys that would kill to have what he had.
and all of the things that he had going for him. He turned his back on all of that for NK, and her plans and her false promises. And it's really interesting too because the vile things that have happened, right, happened in a house during the slumbering moon. He ends up in prison,
Oh,
right? It's quite interesting. Another interesting thing uh, is once in a while, there's something. I don't know if it's like the collective consciousness that's working uh, for this or what, but you know how that works is the collective consciousness is like, it's like prayer, right? It's like when everybody prays for a certain outcome and it happens, it's usually, I really believe in that type of power, right?
prayer.
And with the collective consciousness when it comes to Shanann and her babies and the injusticeness of it all, and NK's role in it, and all of that, I firmly believe that the collective consciousness is um, issuing forth like these messages to NK regarding the children. And so I see like nightmares regarding the children coming to her at night, She sees their faces and other children.
Oh, is NK haunted by? Secretly, is she haunted by?
And when she sees other children, she's pretty much haunted by them, but it's not them. It's just I believe, you know, I believe in the collective consciousness, and I think that that's what's happening with her. You know, it brings forth strife. Um, it brings forth paranoia, um, not trusting of anybody, of strangers especially. And she's going to carry this with her wherever she goes. So, NK, I'm going to tell you now, you may think that the grass is greener on the other side, but girl, I mean, really, truly, there is nowhere you can go that people will not recognize you and see you for who you really are. And that is in essence that is your punishment, is for
She
what
needs to repent or something.
you've done. And
I wonder if this is pretty much saying from beyond. Again, all alleged, just opinion. But there's just part of me is seeing, and this is before I make the thumbnail, is I'm seeing the spirits of Shanann, Bella, and Celeste. Like, look what you made, or look what you did to us. Kind of, I don't know. It scares me. That's what I'm getting at this reading, is what I'm interpreting, is I'm seeing the three of them, and they're kind of over Shanann or Nicole, and they're like, look what you did to us. It's just like, oh, because if it wasn't for NK, they would probably still be alive. I think she sped up the process. I think Chris was going to find anybody that gave him attention, and he didn't care who it was. He wanted the affection. He wanted the first year of a relationship where it's all good, and sometimes it goes up and down, up and down, up and down. No marriage is perfect. Everybody has their ups and downs, and he wanted just all the ups. He didn't want the downs, so he wanted to start over with somebody else. Hit the reset button, as you will. But that's what I'm picturing in my mind of what this reading is. Again, I'm not saying it for factual, so um, make sure you guys put your comments down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I mean, I'd love to hear from you guys. If you guys don't think I read all or your guys' comments, I do. I just can't respond to all of them. I have hundreds of thousands of comments, and I try to get to a tenth of them because there's so many. So bear with me. Um, again, go over to Sage, give her some love, subscribe to her. And have a great day. Please take care, be safe, and as always, keep nerding on, and we'll see you guys in the next one.